Man, tonight was a really fun night for our team for a lot of reasons. First of all, I thought our crowd was phenomenal, and I just continue to appreciate our fan base and the way that they show up for us. You know, they make such a big difference for us, and felt like they definitely propelled us in some big moments, and just appreciate them. So they always create a really fun environment for us. And I'm just super proud of our team. They continue to just be about each other. And I think that's really our biggest strength right now, is the fact that it is a team effort day in and day out. No one really cares who gets the credit or, you know, anything like that. And it's just fun to be a part of. We're just having fun right now.
How do you feel about your two bigs stepping up, Taylor and Cassidy, down low?
Well, it has been so fun because, you know, it really kind of happened by default, right? So Claire goes out a couple games ago, and they were forced to kind of step up and, you know, replace or help replace Claire. It was by committee, but I thought they were kind of like thrown into the fire with that situation, right? And then on Saturday, by default again, our guards were really struggling to shoot for whatever reason, and again, they were forced to step up, and they just continue to get better and better each game. Cassidy DeLab is playing really well for us right now, and that's kind of I think a key factor for us that we're realizing, and that's what it's about, is, you know, getting to a place where we feel like we're playing our best basketball as this month goes on, and just firing on all cylinders. Cass is one that's been a little bit up and down, but her consistency lately has just been phenomenal for us. And I mean, Taylor is just unbelievable as well with what she can do, you know, rebounding especially. So really proud of them, and you know, we got to keep finding ways to get better though.
With Cassidy in particular, you talk about being unselfish. I'm guessing there had to be a lot of that this year for her, going through change, different scheme, kind of figuring out where she fits and those sorts of things, and still being mentally in it to have a game like this.
Sure. Well, Cass doesn't have a selfish bone in her body. I mean, you just follow her around. Everyone loves her. She has a way of connecting people. She's the ultimate team player. She wants everyone to be involved, and she loves Oklahoma State. She loves Oklahoma State, and for her, everything is about how can I represent, how can I give back, how can I you know, lay a foundation that we can all be proud of. That's really what drives her, and I think everything else that we see is just a result of just kind of how she thinks and who she is as a person.
Aside from just scoring, she's plus 19. What was she doing away from the ball that was helping tonight?
Well, defensively, all of our bigs were crucial. You know, everyone thinks they've got great guards, and so it's all about guard play, and they have great guards, by the way, my goodness. But you know, we really talked about just this being a team effort, and feeling like we, if our guards were struggling or knowing we were going to be in a lot of ball screens, just our bigs being back there and being that kind of second line of defense. And I think that's where she made a huge impact for us.
With Taylor tonight, 13 points, 13 rebounds, 100% on all her shots, what worked well for her on both sides of the court today?
She's got great players around her, and I think that because of that, she is able to get so many just easy, you know, layups around the rim. In the first half, she was really great on the glass for us. She got some big-time offensive rebounds and putbacks. She's just active. She's active in everything that she does, and her motor is really special for her size, and I think that we're just kind of seeing her just, you know, clean things up, and with our ball screen offense that we run, you know, I think having so many shooters around her opens her up. We're kind of finding some teams will take away the three, some teams will take her away. They're doing a really good job right now of picking and choosing, you know, where to throw it, and it's just fun to see our team get better at that right now.
So it felt like at one point in the third quarter, there was a stretch early where there's lots of turnovers in a row, lots of sloppiness, and you call a timeout, and then the team comes out of the timeout, and the rest of the game just seems different. Like something in that timeout just clicked. Do you think there's anything in particular that just kind of like took that step back and realized, okay, like it's time to go?
Yeah. Well, I challenged our team a little bit. and that's okay. We need that sometimes. That's why I'm here. But we talk about just staying neutral. We talk about that a lot, and you know, just not getting too negative and not being unrealistic that things are really going great when they're not, but just getting back to neutral and doing the next best thing. And that's something that we're really bought into. Our kids are really great at that. And I thought in that timeout, it wasn't just me, it was a player-led team. You had teammates, you know, kind of talking to each other and finding solutions. And I think that, you know, the way that they responded is just a result of just the leadership that we have.
I know Leor, she hasn't shot the best last few games. How are you or the team or the coaching staff helping her continue her confidence and just telling her to keep shooting it?
Yeah, well, I mean, first of all, when a player like that is not shooting as well as we know they can and we're still winning, that's a huge testament to this team. And Leor is fine. I mean, you know, she's in a good headspace. She's just on the roller coaster that shooters get on sometimes, and you know, you're gonna have nights when you can't miss, and you're gonna have nights when you feel like you can't make anything. And obviously teams are gonna adapt to her, right? Early on, teams weren't quite aware of her range or how quick she can get it off. She's a big part of teams' defensive strategy right now, so that's just you know, comes with the territory. But I mean, she lives in the gym. Honestly, she's probably shooting right now. I've seen her do that on game nights. That's just the type of player she is. She's very driven, she's very motivated, and it's really important for her and for everyone just not to think that you're only as good as your last game, whether it's really good or really bad. And I think Leor understands that. And I know every time she shoots it, I still think that it's going in. And I know that her teammates feel that way as well.
Anything else for Coach?
Claire didn't necessarily have a bunch of numbers on the box score, but I'm guessing her presence being back had a decent amount of value for you.
Claire is so valuable to us. Her leadership is like none I've ever coached. She just has this calming effect on our team. She says the right things when they're needed. She's got the right tone. She's got a great delivery. She's got great timing. And you know, when I mentioned earlier in that timeout, just that player-led team, she was one of those voices. And I think our team they just have a different level of confidence with her for whatever reason. She just has that ability. And it was definitely good to get her back, and I think just kind of feel a little bit more like us in terms of our lineups.
Last one for Coach from the back.
Hey, Coach Hoyt, I have a question for you. Do you think you can beat Mimi on Matas in a shooting competition?
Do I think I can beat Mimi?
Mimi on Matas in a shooting competition?
I am positive I would beat Mimi Alnatas in a shooting competition.
Cap! No way. No way. We'll see. We'll videotape.
Who let her in here? Get her out.
Thank you, guys.